Oh, yeah. I thought I already fucking up. I thought you were going.
Oh, no,
Well,
my bad,
here we
my bad.
are. Welcome to the DSI, Dirty Sports Interns.
We are your hosts. I'm EJ Gomez, and this is
I am Trevor Nickel. Trevor _ Nickel on Twitter. I'm going to get that plug out right now. Let everybody
at
get there.
EJ Gomez on Twitter. Feel free to follow, DM, send me all the hate of Ruther. You can send that to me.
That's going to be a lot of hate coming
Yeah,
your
never
way.
mind. Don't
I
send
don't
it to
know.
me.
Yeah, I don't know if you want. I don't know if you want all that hate coming your way that
No,
quick.
Yeah, don't send it to me.
So we're here. We're starting our own little YouTube. I don't want to call it a YouTube channel. We're not going to be on a YouTube channel. But our own little YouTube vlog, if you want to say. Just, I guess, however many times we decide to do this, we're just going to decide to do this.
Yeah, we're going to show you guys more behind the scenes. Maybe we'll tell you some stuff that happens here, that you guys don't see.
We'll just come on here and just talk shit about Ruther all the time.
The entire time.
Even though he's doing the sound and the boards. And
Yeah, shout
everything.
out to Ruther. You
Being
guys
very generous.
you guys should be nicer
very
to him.
generous. Now he sees what it's like on the other side. But he can't say anything. Got the mic.
But we will
Anyways.
definitely we'll be talking about, we may do sports stuff as well. Maybe whatever's on our mind at the moment, whatever we're dealing with.
Half Dent Report, half Dirty Sports,
Yeah.
whatever pop culture, pop sports.
Pop
Whatever.
sports. That's basically what we're
Whatever
going to
in
be
the way.
doing. So
We can keep it going. I thought we'd start off the show by giving you a full introduction. I figured this could be
Oh,
your
okay.
full. Let the dirtballs know who you are. Let them send that Ruther hate your way.
okay.
Let it all out. Let it all out. EJ, who are you? Which, by the way, we'll get to in a second. Whitest Puerto Rican name I've ever heard. Threw me for a loop. What EJ actually stands for. Was not expected it. But anyways, EJ, who are you? Who are you?
So my name is EJ Gomez. I am originally from Houston. I moved to Dallas after I got married. I was there for about 6 months, and then I moved here to LA, and now I'm here. A lot of people may know me like through Twitter, whatnot, but I had always been listening to the show and decided to reach out.
Will you say how many Twitter followers you have?
I have a decent amount. I have like 25,000.
Decent
No, I
amount.
do. It's not okay.
I have
in
a
the grand-
decent amount, like a little over 500.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big amount. But anyways, so because somebody had already tweeted to me that they had known me through Twitter and then saw that I was interning here, and they were kind of thrown for a loop because it was just two
I
different
think
worlds.
shout out Morgan Grimmett. I'm pretty sure it was Morgan.
Yeah, and so that's I've
Morphin.
been listening to the show, and I thought I'd reach out to Andy and Joe, and they both were super nice, responded, and now I'm here.
Whose DMs did you slide in first?
Oh, Joe for sure.
Oh, see,
I was afraid to slide into Andy's.
Oh, see, I slid into Ruther's DMs.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, because I figured, well, Ruth, not throwing Joe under the bus. Ruther kind of manages the show, so I figured if I'm gonna go if I'm gonna go to the guy that runs the show, I'm gonna go to the guy that runs it.
Yeah. That makes. I mean, but here's what I was thinking. When I was gonna slide into the DMs, I was like, all right, do I slide into Joe's or Andy's? I've listened to the show long enough where I've heard when Andy just shits on the
Very good
messages
point.
that he gets.
Very, very good point.
And I'm like, okay, so if I send Andy a message, there's a 50% chance that he's gonna respond back and be like, yeah, dude, for sure. Like, let me, we'll get contact info or whatever. Or he may just like shit on me on the next episode. So I was like, I'd rather go through Joe's because I feel like he won't shit on me that time.
You're in Inglewood now.
Yeah,
You live
I'm
in
in
Inglewood.
Yeah.
What is Inglewood like? What's
It's it's Inglewood.
is Inglewood?
Yeah, we had a situation. We were gonna move somewhere else when we originally were gonna come here, and then we found another place like right before because it was like they raised the price, and it was just a whole debacle. And so then we found this place at the last minute, and yeah, we really like it though.
I just realized we never did get to what does EJ stand for?
Oh, okay. Stands for Eric Jr.
Eric with a C, not with the K.
Yeah, not
with a
not
C.
with a K. We
With
don't-
a C.
Yeah, here's the thing. All right, this is like a totally Hispanic thing. So I'm named after my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I've got about like 2 or 3 cousins that are all named Eric too, like a bunch of them. Like we were talking about this the other day because his name is Eric, but his is like with a CK.
But I feel like Eric's pretty white. Like that's a pretty generic
Nah,
white
I
name.
mean, Eric, like
Yeah. Okay.
this is how you say it.
I had a friend growing up, and his name was Martine, but it was Martin. It's spelled.
But
It was.
did you have the
It
accent?
had
on?
had
I
a little
love it.
accent over
I
the it
love
was
it.
Martine.
I love
That's how
it.
it was hilarious. I loved
Dude,
it.
shout
White
out
as
to
hell. White as fuck.
Where's Martin? Shout out to you, dude.
Had
'cause
a, had a Mexican, somewhat Mexican
stay
dad
true.
named Martine.
you stay true
White
to
as
it.
hell.
I respect that.
Great name. Great name. I did like that.
Yeah, man. But so that's about me. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I found out, which I'm sure you guys probably know, but He is a sports writer.
The Dirtballs know me. I don't know. I sound a little cocky there, but the Dirtballs know my story. I don't need to go into it. Yeah, I haven't gotten into it on the podcast. I'm a writer for Def Pen Sports. It's called DEF Pen Sports.
That is awesome.
I'm basically just the baseball editor of it. Whatever, nothing big. They pay my bills. That's all it is to it.
I was definitely taken by surprise. That's really cool. I think that.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what I want to do. I want to be somewhat into broadcasting, somewhat into writing. See which way it goes. 'Cause journalism, job career right now sucks.
Did you major in journalism?
Yeah.
I actually started my major in journalism.
Majored in journalism, minored in broadcasting.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really
so
cool.
I did
yeah.
them both, but yeah, journalism career sucks right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, we'll get to what we were going to talk about earlier. You're a Houston fan.
I am a Houston fan.
So are you full blown Houston? Are we talking Rockets, Texans?
Yeah.
Astros.
Yeah, for sure.
Astros, full blown, everything.
Full blown. I'm trying to, because I don't want to be that guy. Because like I haven't watched baseball very religiously over the years. And then, especially there was that downtime where they were so bad for a while. And so it's like now that they're good, like I enjoy watching them, but I'm not out there like Houston, like I've been repping them, because I hate people that do that. It's just like I'm from there and it's cool. They're doing well. But the Rockets and Texans, yeah, for sure. I'm like huge homer for them both.
So what year? The Texans came in, and what year was that? Like
what was like 2000 or
something like that?
Yeah.
And they had those. So what was that?
God.
What was that like when you're living there? Because that's kind of a new. I mean, I guess we're here in LA, and we had the Rams come back or whatever. But that's kind of got to be like I said, the Houston Oilers. So that's not like, but still having a team just relocate like that. Move is that a big?
Yeah, because I mean,
because like if you're already been in Houston, if you're not an Oilers fan that switched over to a Titans fan, I guess like if you're rooting for the Cowboys and the Texans come into town, what's that?
Well, basically, so when I moved to Houston, because I lived in Florida for a little bit when I was really really young, but then I moved to Houston and lived there most of my life. When I moved there, the Texans were because I moved there probably like in 5th grade, 4th grade. So the Texans had been there like a couple years, but it wasn't like. Everyone was kind of like, yeah, go Texans. Like, no one really bought into it until, for me at least, because I was younger, I didn't really know for a little bit. And then it started like, the Texans too, and everyone really started becoming a Texans fan. And and so then when I was really, really watching them was back with like Matt Schaub, like those days. I watched when Arian Foster started his career. And I remember thinking like, man, this is the greatest. Now I don't know what he's doing. But
I think he's doing podcasts and shit. I think he's with us now. I think he's over here doing podcasts.
Yeah, he's probably the studio next to us. But yeah, so.
One smut shack over.
But so then, but it was really cool. Like kind of growing up and seeing all that, and I'm super pumped with the direction that the Texans are going. I just
Deshaun Watson guy looks promising. Looks promising.
Man, I remember we were at a bar, a couple of friends of mine, and. The Texans they don't ever do big moves like that. Like in the draft, like they don't ever trade up. It's they always go for like the defense player or whatever. When I really didn't see it coming. And then we grabbed him and like we traded up to 12 and got him and it was like, oh, okay. And everybody went crazy. So yeah, Texans fans are really excited. It's just, I'm hoping like B.O.B., Bill O'Brien and Rick Smith, the GM can like figure shit out. Cause they're both like, I don't know who's to blame, but somebody's got to get this.
Yeah, it seems like it's a good football town, but they've always been like the little brother of the Cowboys, kind of in a sense. Like they got in the playoffs, lost the first round, or got in the playoffs and maybe moved on. But yeah, it seems like because Texas, Texas high school football was just huge. It's such a huge football state that they got to have somewhat good fans there that want to
there's like again like as we got older, it was like a lot of more people becoming Texans fans and whatnot. That you would see like people defending the Texans because there's a lot of Cowboys fans in Houston too that are like. They hate the Texans.
I bet.
Like so much. I'm like, dude, are you like what? But I'm the type of person like I don't care either way.
Yeah.
Like
they're not in the same division.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know what I mean?
If the Cowboys are playing, I'm like, oh okay, like cool. Like like I don't have an issue with them, but yeah, people are just like we're not like we're not rivals or anything. Like what? But yeah, so that's pretty much that. And then huge Rockets fan. Absolutely. Like I would say out of all the sports, like basketball is my thing.
Basketball
out of them all.
Sport.
Yeah, and so that's the one. Like the Rockets, I'm good. I have loved the Rockets for so long, and then it was really hard. It was like 3 years ago when they went 41-41 and like had a horrible season. And I remember people telling me I had a friend that told me he was like the Rockets will never win a championship with James Harden. I was like, dude, you guys like he had a bad season, but he still averaged like 28, 5 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, and now like he actually came up to me recently and was like, you know what, like, dude, I was so wrong. Like, I think that they can do it. They definitely have the potential. And like Harden completely changed his game, like changed like the attitude that he portrayed, and now it's like they're doing amazing, and it's awesome. And I'm really excited. And but you're a Warriors fan.
I am a Warriors fan.
my
I am a Warriors fan.
God.
Born and raised in the Bay Area.
God almighty.
Pops was a Dodgers fan, so that's where the Dodgers come into play.
Yeah.
Never gave a fuck about basketball. So I was
Really?
left to my own demise, left to pick a team. Warriors being up north. That's where the Warriors
So you
came
must
into
be
play.
just like these past few years must have been wonderful.
It's been great because they were awful. They were.
Yeah.
Like, they were absolutely garbage. And it sucks. And it almost sucks now. It doesn't suck being a Warriors fan, but it sucks being a Warriors fan because people are like, oh, when did you become a Warriors fan?
Oh, yeah.
2012,
I mean,
2013.
yeah.
It's like, well, no. I was, the years when it was Jason Richardson and Monte Ellis and, David Lee, and they're barely finishing above the fucking 500, getting in there. And it's like, yeah, those years were god awful.
Yeah.
And it's like now, and it's also too where it's like now in a sense, it's like this year's a little bit different. But like the other two, it's like not that it wasn't fun being a Warriors fan.
Yeah.
But it's like when you go into the season knowing like, yeah, they're already gonna go to the finals. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Takes the fun
yeah,
out of it.
I could watch this Warriors game
Yeah.
against the Raptors in the middle of December, which nobody cares about, or I
Yeah.
could watch like some Netflix. So it's like it's kind of
Yeah.
like it divides because
No,
it's
I
like
know
there's
what you
times
mean.
where you're like, oh, I really want to get him, and it's like you're invested. Like I already know what's gonna happen. Like I already know
Yeah.
teams are gonna go off. But we were saying we talked about earlier before that we're gonna have some little bet.
We should definitely
We
have
should
a bet.
it's most likely probably going to be Warriors, Rockets, Western Conference Finals.
Hopefully so, man. If the Rockets
the-
shit the bed, like guys,
You
please check
there-
up on me
there
because
is
I will
always a
not be
chance that
okay.
we should touch on the Pelicans are looking nice.
Dude, they
Pelicans look nice. Anthony Davis is looking good. He's
Swept
taking
the
over.
Blazers. Completely stifled Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. That
Which-
was insane.
Which I didn't see that coming. I thought, I would have thought Portland. If you would have asked me in the beginning, I would have thought Portland would have won.
Yeah.
Would have won that series.
Oh, without a doubt.
I would. Yeah, I would have
With
gone.
Boogie out too.
I could have seen it going 6, like the Pelicans getting 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have picked McCollum and McCollum and Lillard all the time.
God, it was
I don't.
crazy.
Yeah,
I read this morning. So I was on Reddit this morning, and I was on the NBA subreddit. And at one point, somebody put a comment, and they basically said like they broke down an analysis of how Gentry's coaching, like how basically it wasn't like talent wise, it's like it's pretty evenly split, but it was like Gentry outcoached what's his name, Stotts or outcoached him so well because he completely reshaped their offense. Because if you think like back when they had Boogie, they were not. I mean, it was like the offense was run through them too. It was Boogie and AD. Drew Holiday was like, but like when Boogie got hurt, which that sucks, like really, because he's one of the best big men in the league. They have completely changed their offense, and now it's like Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday. And like, dude, they put up 41
you got
and
Drew
47. Like, are you kidding me?
When you got like Drew Holiday leading, like being your second, second big scorer, or whatever, and you're in, like that's some big shit.
41
big
points.
props to Drew Holiday there.
And remember last season when he got that contract that he signed, everyone was like shit, like dude, he's overpaid. Like, dude,
that's right,
overpaid
that's
now.
right.
He swept
forgot
the
about
Blazers.
that.
Him and AD. Yeah,
Which
isn't that crazy?
It's crazy because I would throw Lillard's probably arguably maybe a top 5 point guard.
Yeah.
In the league, arguably.
Yeah.
And you got CJ McCollum, arguably, a top 5, number 2.
Yeah.
Not going to make an All NBA league, but he's, you could put him.
He's
up there
good,
like he's the other goods. And they got embarrassed.
Yeah.
They didn't even look like they didn't even.
Lillard looked
bad. Yeah. And I remember it was about like 2 months ago or so. Trailblazers beat the Warriors by like 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they asked Lillard like after the game, like, "Oh, what do you think?" Whatever, blah blah. And he was like, "Oh, we're the real deal.
Oh,
like we're
God.
serious." And it's like, and you're the 3 seed, and you're 4, whatever it was, and you got like they looked awful.
Here's the thing, like I love NBA. This is gonna go on the record. The NBA is the best sports league in the world because they know exactly how to they're maximizing the branding of their players. Like people love individual players. Like that's so smart because if you think NFL, like you can have 1 or 2 players you really like, but like you're not invested. You're more invested into the team itself. But the NBA has let their play. And so I love it because it really creates like a drama.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
it's
it does.
entertaining to watch
It
the
does.
NBA season because it's not only are you dealing with like watching basketball and like that's cool, but you're also like KD and Russell Westbrook, like stuff like like that drama.
Just a little in a drama.
But the problem with that is that we all love that so much. But then, man, so many of these stars look so stupid. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit like that. Like,
Yeah, they
remember,
run their
what
mouth
did he
so
say?
much.
What did Lillard do twice this season? He said the other day he got interviewed and, like, I think it was against the Rockets. And he got mad that I think Chris Paul, like, did a layup, like, at the end of the game.
Oh, I remember that when he tried to swipe the ball out of Chris
Yeah,
Paul's
and he
hand.
was like,
yeah.
he was like, no more layups. I was like, what the
Yeah,
why would you say that?
yeah.
Like,
I
I
know.
get it. Like, yeah, it was stupid of him. But, like, no more layups like that. And then now, look at you, dude. You're out. You got swept in the first round.
And looked bad too. It wasn't
Yeah.
like he got swept and it was.
And
close.
and
Like,
here's the
swept
thing.
and
Like,
it
if you
was
guys
bad.
are Trailblazers fan, like, don't think I'm shitting on you guys. Like,
No, I'm shitting on Trailblazers fans. I like
Lillard
Trailblazers,
and
but,
McCollum
like,
are great. Like, they're phenomenal. Like, any team would want
Mhm.
them. But, man, they look bad. Like,
that. Just like when you have your two guys that just look that terrible. That's
Yeah.
just what like and like you're saying all that mouth running they were doing and everything like that.
it's oh my god. It's almost as bad as if the Cavs lose like this series. If the Cavs go out, that would be
That'd be huge. That'd break Twitter.
man. I can't.
LeBron loses first round.
Man,
Twitter breaks.
especially after wearing those matching suits that they all wore, dude. Yeah, LeBron would. Oh
know.
man, that would be horrible. Like I couldn't imagine what the world's reaction would be. LeBron out in the first round.
Twitter would blow up.
Yeah.
Like there would be no reaction because Twitter would blow up. Like we couldn't even get
almighty.
on there enough to give a reaction.
Yeah, it's just man, this NBA. I don't know. These playoffs are. I feel like they're way more interesting than last season's.
Yeah.
Last season's playoffs, we knew who it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Like hands down, it was
No,
gonna be
good point.
Cavs and Warriors, and like
Mm-hmm.
what the Warriors went 16-0, or
Absolutely. Yeah.
dude, like
They lost one.
or one, like
They lost one.
still, like,
15
they
to 1.
completely ran through it.
Mm-hmm.
This year, it's really. I don't know necessarily like as a Rockets fan, like I'm a huge homer, and I really hope that they win the championship, obviously, but I can't say for sure that they're going to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
Like,
and I couldn't tell you that the Warriors are for sure.
And
You know what I
that-
mean? Like it could,
that
like
is
if Steph
awesome.
doesn't come back right, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Warriors could. I mean, the Rockets could run the Warriors. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Anything could happen.
It's just like because as a Rockets fan, like I was watching I've been watching their series, obviously, but the Timberwolves, man, they're playing well.
Yeah,
They're really playing well, and so it's like granted, people will say, "Oh, the Rockets are first seed; they're playing the 8 seed." It's not an 8 seed team we're playing. We're playing a 3rd seed team that fell because Jimmy Butler got hurt for
No, good
however
point.
long he was hurt.
Mhm.
So they're a good team, but
Yeah.
it's still like, man. But yeah, the Rockets really got a shitty situation because I think if they went out, they play Thunder or Jazz, whoever wins there. Which I think the Jazz are gonna win because the Thunder look god awful.
They do,
Like
which is like
they look bad.
they do because you'd think that they would somehow they just pull it together.
Yeah.
Like just some like there's enough like veterans on that team, the three of them, that
But-
they could like pull it together.
You know what it is? It's like they got like to me, you got a worse version of KD. Like don't get me wrong, like Paul George is great,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not KD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
so you got a worse version of that and put him back with Westbrook, but if they couldn't win together and then you put these guys and then you put Carmelo Anthony on that team, which dude, at one point I was like, man, maybe if he comes to the Rockets, I'd be really happy. And God, I am so happy he did not come to the Rockets.
Which you would think that he could like just be the number like 3 or 4
Just
option. You know what I mean?
Like easy.
Just stand in the corner and hit some threes. You know
Get
what I mean?
paid
Every
millions
once
of
in a while
dollars.
you can go ISO. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
If you have to,
Every 5 possessions
Yeah.
go ISO, but the
But
rest of
no.
the time just sit in the corner and knock down some threes.
unbelievable.
They should. I think we should just do. We'll keep it simple. The
Mhm.
first bet, because it's most likely gonna. Let's everybody keep it real. It's most likely gonna be
Yeah.
Rockets Warriors. We'll do loser 24-pack Modelo for
I'm down. Okay.
for the place.
Okay.
I think we should do it.
And then and if you guys ever have a suggestion for a bet for us too,
Yeah,
feel free to let us
Leave 'em
know
in the
because we'll
comments.
definitely. Yeah, that would
leave
be
in the
cool.
comments.
But-
All right,
Yeah,
I
man.
think we should wrap up that first show. We're
Yeah.
about 20 minutes there. I think that's good. Ruther's giving me the eye.
Yeah,
over
he's giving
here.
us the eye.
Like wrap this shit up. All right, dear boss. I hope you like that.
Yeah,
we'll keep
appreciate it,
doing this.
guys.
Hopefully, Ruther keeps letting us do
Yeah.
this.
Let us know if you like it. Follow us on our Instagrams, our Twitters, everything. At EJ Gomez for me, and then
At Trevor_Nickel, and we are DSI.
DSI.